All right, hello everyone. How's everybody doing today? Today I'm playing part two of my continuation of playing the Outer Worlds. I hope you guys were able to join me yesterday for a Minecraft community playthrough. I was trying to get some people to play Minecraft with. I got at least one person, so if you were able to join me on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 4 to about 8 or 9, or depending on how long I want to live stream, but I'll probably still continue to play even if I cut the live stream short. But hopefully you guys had fun. I'm looking forward to doing that again tomorrow night. So if you guys can come on over, get me added on Xbox Live, MWalton07, and we can jump on my realm. We can build stuff, fight some mobs. I know I had fun yesterday for sure, but I was also kind of excited to jump back into the Outer Worlds. I enjoyed the last playthrough, learning how to play it, enjoying the story. And last thing, guys, before we get started, I want to try to hit affiliate status so that way I can start getting subscriptions and stuff for you guys. And also, if you become a subscriber, you'll be able to get custom emotes and all that good stuff that comes with that. But I'll get you guys more information once I get closer to that status. But in the meantime, there is a goal that I want to try to hit by January of trying to get 50 followers and try to get a certain amount, I believe it is, for concurrent viewers or average viewers during the live stream. So we can try to get that number boosted up, and let's grow this community of MWalton07 Gaming. I know that I'm going to have a logo with the overlay and all that stuff soon for you guys, along with a merch store. So I know I'm going to have a nice shirt with the MWalton07 Gaming on it, because I believe in this little small community, gaming community, that I not only have on Twitch, but on YouTube and on Facebook. I have a Facebook gaming community page. You guys can reach me there if you want. And now that we got all that stuff out of the way, let's get into it. All right. I don't know what that thing is, but man, is it ugly. Oh, it lays eggs. Alright, let's go talk to this nice woman in here. Let's see. Nope, that's stealing. Dang it. Everything's... Alright, let's just talk to her.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcome here. Any questions, dear?
Yeah.
You have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often.
Yeah, we know.
Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice. The soil around the vale went sour years ago. but I found a way to sweeten it back. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is care. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid.
Oh boy.
Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Miss Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it.
It's not that bad.
All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
They really put me in kind of a really tight situation here, haven't they?
Anything else I can do for you? That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are. The world can seem like a forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way. But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself. This is the old botanical lab, in Emerald Vale, on Terra 2. By the look on your face, I'm guessing you're not quite following me. Are you not feeling well? I ought to lay your head down if you're running fever. Are you talking about an escape pod of some sort? Where did you say you were from? Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale.
It's a... You never met anyone from the Hope?
Oh dear. I see what's happening. You've been taking Adrenatine. That stuff will burn right through your upper story. Leave you raving and babbling. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell.
You don't believe me?
Maybe I do. I don't know yet. Growing up, I heard my folks talking about the hole. Always believed it was just a story we told ourselves to keep our spirits up. Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around talking about lost ships from decades past.
Well, I haven't done anything
You carry
wrong.
on about coming here from another world, and people will talk. Talk leads to questions. Ask enough questions, and the board comes answering.
Oh. Well, I'm not afraid
No.
of the board.
But the board may have reason to fear you.
Let's talk about
I'm
something else.
listening. I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are. My dear, we are all visitors in a momentary universe. Our lives flicker in and out like the guttering of a flame. Here now, then gone. Me and mine are just carrying on as best we can, trying to live our lives in a way that does not feel wasted.
Oh, 1 second. Try to get this out of the way so that you guys can. I'll tell you what, let's just put it right above my head. To get this out the way so you guys can be able to see what I see. Yeah, that's better. Let's see. Why are you telling me
A
this?
little prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little sense if you listen close enough. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life. If you think Reed does anything in good faith, then you are asking to be lied to. That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
You know what? I think I will actually ask him. Thank you so very much. Anywho, I'm moving along. Now I want to go talk to Reed. Oh, you know what? Oh, I guess maybe I did. Oh, no, actually I didn't go to pick that stuff up. Guess I missed out. Kinda glad I came back through. It's free money there. Alright. move along. I believe the town was this one. Oh, yeah.
We did!
Yes, we did. Hacking a computer. Boom. Read that some other time, because it would take all day to read all that stuff. Alright. See what's up here. Guess, would have missed that. Alright, what's that? Made it. Alright. Oh, okay. You can jump too. Fascinating. Alright, let's jump down.
Easy.
You say so. I'm the one that did all the work. Come on. I have to remember this spot for later. Anyway. Alright, so let's go find out what Reed's deal is. I want to know. You coming? Come on. Let's talk to Mr. Reed real fast. I love how there's even elevator music. What? Mr. Reed.
If you could see your way to getting us our power back, I'd appreciate it.
No. I wanted to talk to you
Go
about
ahead.
something.
It is my job to keep 2 eyes on my town. I am the steward of this place, and this is my watch post. I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by. You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window and seeing the veil spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. We were booming. Times change, people change, but the veil will always be here. Spacer's Choice will always be here. Our work won't ever end. I take comfort in that.
Your town's falling.
I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
You disagree?
Yes, as a matter of fact. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family. We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all doing what we were brought into this world to do.
This guy's delusional.
This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. The company keeps us warm, keeps us fed, keeps us working. Loyalty's got nothing to do with it, friend. This is good old-fashioned gratitude.
You say so.
Go ahead. That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her folk loathe the people of Edgewater, you see. I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I just hope Adelaide and her folk will see their way past my flaws and return to town. Scripture tells us we all have our purpose in the world. Our work shows us that purpose. We should not have to move on from it. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even more to plague. But it is why we must square our shoulders and carry on. Losing Adelaide was the hardest. She was our only flavor specialist. When she walked away, I knew we were in trouble. Spacer's Choice Saltuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavors and additives. We used to sell citrus-flavored Saltuna in our heyday. Ever since Adelaide left, we have been reduced to selling unflavored and spearmint.
What's wrong with spearmint?
Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible. Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by, what with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world.
Wait, hang on. So, what are you canning here exactly?
Well, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environment. Mostly organic, mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of Saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prissiest of palates. Go ahead. Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things always gets my bile up. That I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society, waiting to infect the idle and the lethargic. But in the last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent. Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination. I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude, and it is one we will see through to the end. Show up to work, put in your hours, wear a smile. Problems of the body come from problems of the spirit. Work improves the spirit and fortifies the body. And where do you suggest we find this magical panacea? Can we pan for medicine in the stream? Medicine is a rare and precious commodity. If you demonstrate you have earned the right to be treated, you will be treated. Otherwise, you must heal yourself. If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose. Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing favorites. Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us. Adelaide left us when we needed her most.
Yeah, this guy. Alright, come on. I guess I'm gonna have to do the one thing I don't want to do. And that's I'm gonna have to take that town out. I don't really want to do that, but I guess I feel like I don't know what I should do about that. This is some hard decisions here. Okay, nothing really important there. Whoops. I didn't take anything, I promise. I didn't take nothing. What have we got? I guess I still can't sell anything yet. I'll probably hack. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and do it. Let me stop procrastinating. So, what is this? Oh. Nope, that's not the way out. This is the way out. I don't want to do this, but I guess I have no choice. I thought maybe there was a path going to it, but I guess not. Excuse me.
That's the last of them! I always wanted to poke around in here.
Halt. Beginning security control.
Incoming!
Great robots. Sometimes retreat is the best option. Trying to remember. Ooh. Oh, do I not have one? Oh, that's just. Well, I guess that's one way to do it. Well, at least you're back. You know, because that went well. It'd be better if I just replenish some health here. Take a few moments to wait. Oh, this was the path. Okay, interesting. So there was a path, I just took a shortcut, that's all. Alright, let's try this again, I guess. Grab that stuff. Here, robot. Here, robot. Here, robot. That worked. Where'd the rest of the robots go? There's the rest of the robots. There's like a whole bunch of them. Okay, well, I'm not going to argue with that. We'll just keep going. Alright, the fence has now been deactivated. Best way to fight robots? With electricity. Alright, got a vending machine. Let's also take a look around, see if there's more robots. There's no way that they all just died that fast. Oh, apparently you can also sneak in. Interesting.
Heads down.
Oh, no, I was just checking. Took care of it.
Incoming!
Alright. Double check everything before I go in. Yeah, see, I always miss something. Alright, let's go inside. Take a look, see what's popping, what's crack-a-lacking. Whew.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing. Processing data. Systems being engaged.
Yeah, we're good. Let's go upstairs. I want to explore. Oh, wait. Oh. Of course, there's stuff to do it. Well, let's see what else. Dang it. Alright, so let's see, is this a door? Nope. That goes back outside. What robot? What robot? There's no robot. I can't. Of course, it looks like everybody here is dead. No surprise.
System security patrol initiated. Lethality account reduced.
That's the system.
Let's hope so.
No, just leave me alone.
There's somebody down there. I have to go talk to him. I'm gonna get in there first, though. Oh, here we go. Got him before he got me. Bard. Check the terminal. Skill terminal. Chester's password. Chester, where are you? It goes in there. What's in here? Bathroom? Yeah, I guess this is a bathroom. Alright, so I gotta get rid of some stuff. I'm over encumbered. Oh, wrong button. Okay, there we go. stuff real fast. Okay, that should level me down a little bit. Alright, where haven't we gone yet? Besides in there. Okay, so I guess that is the only spot we haven't gone into yet.
Get away!
Let's go find this guy here.
Not real. You're not real.
Let's go check the doorway.
Wait, Phantom.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
I got it. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Repair McGinn's dollar. Ooh, a muzzle. Beefing it up. Okay, okay. That works for me. Let's go with the ladder, I guess. I don't know what I did, but I just did it. Too late now. Can I turn it on? Nope. Well, that ain't happening.
Unexpected.
We did it! Nice one!
Yeah, there's another one in here though.
Unexpected security patrol.
Where'd he go? Must be behind me.
Searching for.
No, I don't want a weakness against robots. And that was also kind of funny. Robophobia. Let's go up here and see what we can get. Oh, well, that door's now unbarred. That door is now unbarred. Let's see. You stop doing stuff. It just goes back down there. Alright, let's see if we can go find that guy. Where's that guy anyway? It's a good question, huh? Let's see. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I already got it. Okay. Let's go back.
No, just leave me alone.
I'm coming, dude. I'm coming. I'm not gonna hurt you.
No, just leave me alone.
Where are you?
Not real. You're not real.
Higgins, huh? Oh, Higgins. Where you at, buddy?
No, just leave me alone. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram. You can talk? The Phantoms never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
is it you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us with prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
That's pretty smart.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. Mechanicals lost their bolts. You mean, why did the mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it.
What voices?
I was on cleaning duty at the time.
Alright, well, I guess it's time to go back up, huh? Let's do it. Nope, that's a dead end. Oh, I forgot I got some skill points. Put it in range. Let's get the defense up to 20. Up to 20. Up to 20. Alright, that works. The companion ledger. Alright, what's this? girl, let's get you upgraded. How about that? Let's change out that. And I think you can keep your melee weapon 142. What? What? That gives her better? Oh, that's better. Alright, we'll just give her a nice little helmet. Health. Let's give her some health, shall we? Alright, we got all that cleared off. Now, let's go. Wait. Oh, yeah, we're going up. Oh, wait. Yeah, he did say that. That's right. There was a passcode I needed, and he gave it to me. And we need to go. Let's see, this way? Yeah, there it is. Modify behavior. There. Now they will attack themselves. Which works for me. One less headache to worry about. Alright. Oh wait, that's the exit. Sorry. Alright, we're gonna go this way.
They're still going back.
I know, and that's what bothers me.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick, gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
Man, I
It
hate
sure
this.
sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
This is a hard decision, guys. I have the power to choose whether Edgewater gets the extra power or this little settlement of deserters that have deserted the Spacer's Choice family gets power or not. Man, it's a tough decision, but she does make a point. I would like to see Edgewater come back as a town, so I think maybe what I'm going to do is go ahead and...
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
No, I agree with you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
So I think I'm gonna agree with her and get the deserters back to town. Also, another really good thing to probably do right now is to manually save it, right? Save the game again as a secondary one, right? Boom. So now we have 2. But I think for my main playthrough for this time, I think I'm going to go ahead and divert the power to redirect power. I think for this save, or this particular one, I'm going to reroute the power to Edgewater. Alright, I'll go ahead and save this for this one. Right? Yep. Perfect. Save it one more time. Alright, then what I'm going to do is reload this one. You're going to see what I'm going to do. It's going to be crazy. Now what I'm going to do is redirect power, continue to Botanical Laboratory. Yeah, see the orange part is now on the left instead of the right. Alright, so we'll save this one on this manual save. Alright, and then I think what we'll do is we'll see what happens with... Because honestly, I want to see Edgewater survive. So I think for this one particular playthrough, I think I'm just going to keep it on this save file. I think we're going to go convince the deserters to return. Away we go. Super exciting. Nice. Scope now. Me like it. It was what, this one? Yeah, it was this one. Alright. Just gonna keep up with my saves here. Alright.
How do you expect me to enjoy the adventures of the masked marketeer with no power?
Sorry.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fade. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. As long as Reed is still in Edgewater, I will not return. Those are my terms. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty, enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Still taking this. Sorry, but I'm still taking it.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
I'm not a snake. Come on. Alright, you don't want to talk to me no more, so guess there's not really much I can do about that. I just want to see the town come back, that's all.
What do you think you're doing?
Whoops. Alright, I won't do that again. I had to bribe her. Okay, so don't touch nothing here. Got it.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. No kidding. Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
I appreciate you going through all that trouble. One datapad's enough to guide me down my newfound path. Just remember, I got something saved for you if you find me all three.
Don't worry, I'll let you know.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her. Are you sure about this? If we head back to Edgewater on our own, Adelaide won't come with us. She'll stay here and curse us till the end of her days. I expect we got no choice. Edgewater needs us back, and loath as I am to admit it, we need Edgewater. You okay with this, Grace?
My affairs are all settled. Thanks for helping me with Zoe.
Just give us some time to gather our personals and say our goodbyes. If you run into Reed, you tell him we're coming back, yeah?
Maybe I should have, let's go back. Yeah, let's go back to before that. Because honestly, I think making Reed leave is a good idea. Plus, I can revert back stealing from him.
That's the thing. This is a... You want my flock. Go to... And you...
I'll skip through this.
You... Tell her that... I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure.
Alright. Alright, note to self, don't steal anything. Got it. I'm not gonna talk to them. I think what I'm gonna do is go head on back. Before that. And I think what we should do is remove Reed. I agree that the town should come back, but I think she could do better. So I think instead we're gonna get Reed to leave. Somehow, some way we'll do it. Also, don't I have a quest? Don't I have a quest for? Let's go do this one. Plus, it gives us a chance to check out the community center before I go talk to Reed. blew his leg through the wall, apparently. Alright, did I loot everybody? I guess so. We'll just... Don't really know why there's a hand to the wall, but I won't question it. Don't worry, I already handled it. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry, I got it. Took care of it.
Hi.
That's what I said. Crap, I'm over encumbered again. There it is, I can't run. Alright, that should, yep, okay, there we go. That should soften the blow a little bit. This way. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's, what are these things? What's this? Salt tuna. Guess they never got to that. Huh. Okay, well, I guess that's it for in here, so we'll go on to Edgewater. didn't steal none. I promise. I didn't steal it, I just opened it.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with ward law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all, as Adams be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Let you get back to work then. Sorry for bothering you. Reminds me, don't I still have like one more person to find for that quest? Oh, it's completed. Alright, let's go work on that one, huh?
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching, and soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Okay.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives. And I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Alright, let's go. We got one more guy to collect from.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
What?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better. That's all I can ask of you.
Wow. Already this game's giving me a lot of choices. That worries me. Just a little bit.
I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
That's not nice.
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Well, excuse you.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Before I ask
Go
him
ahead.
that.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours. Gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. Barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
This guy.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Maybe.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene. You know about Eugene? How? Ben, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious, ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures.
Desperate measured
I'm going
indeed.
to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatine, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
That explains a lot.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Wow. Okay. Alright, so off to Silas we go. Silas, my guy. I need to speaketh with you.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. No, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing as far as rumors go. Is there a reason you asking? Alright, easy now. No need to get your hackles up. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about hope this and colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble. Trouble's in the asking. Or don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I.
Okay, I'll leave it be. Sorry. Jeez. Man. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna see if sell some stuff real fast. Clear up my inventory a little bit.
Another day at the cannery.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Hey, we'll
Holcomb, got
do
my
it.
eye on you, girl.
Don't worry, you're coming to talk
Miss
to me.
Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident. Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Go right ahead. What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra Till. I have every reason to be. I caught a real break working in a place like this. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed? Go right ahead. Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here. Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor. I take umbrage with your choice of phrase. We ain't sick, we're rugged. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry. Survival of the fittest. It ain't just the law of nature, it's company policy. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work?
Whatever helps you sleep at night, I guess.
Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded.
Sorry.
Music to my ears.
What have you got that I can see? First of all, let's see. So that. Get rid of that. Get one of those for my companion.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And go right ahead. Amelia. Definitely Amelia Kent. I advise against stepping foot in her drinking establishment altogether. Word is, they're going to replace her with an auto-mechanical barkeep. She's, what's the word? Obsolete. You don't want to associate yourself with that kind of person.
Alright, well, thank you, sir. Come on. Let's get out. Come on. Come on. Get you hooked up with some. Where? Oh. There we go. Now you're in tip-top shape. Okay, now on to...
Another day at the cannery.
Yeah. Alright, okay, there we go. You guys enjoying the game so far? I know I am. The cave down by the river. We're living in a van down by the river. It's a Chris Farley joke. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He was a funny guy back in the day before he died. Is there a way in there? There's gotta be a way in this thing. Oh. Let me see if I can get. That's not working at all. So there's another way in here. Some way in there, seriously. It's gonna drive me crazy. I need to know how to get in there. I feel like if I jump here. This is ridiculous. Jump on that, but I guess I'm gonna have to give up on this little venture here because I cannot seem to get in there. Yeah, I don't know. Anyhow. Learn my lesson that time. It's like, ooh, where does this go? Oh. Yeah, I've already been here. Moving on.
It's a fine new day in Edgewater. The cannery hums, streetlights and faces glow. I suppose this means the two of you were able to sort out the matter? The greater good can be difficult to determine. None of us can know the effects of our decision in a year, or 10, or 100. Take comfort in the fact that your choices are always, ultimately, in line with the grand plan.
If you say so.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good.
Keep
I've
talking
spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Bocconi, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist School of Thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bocconi's thoughts came more than a century after his death. The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned to prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bocconi journal. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my penitentiary term. Left many an opponent bleeding in the prison yard. Fantastic. I promise you won't regret this.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Miss Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind.
Disc.
It is my esteemed pleasure to serve as your crew vicar, Captain.
Wait, oh, he's already a part of it. Interesting. Alright, what should we work on now? Oh, he already has a freaking shotgun. This guy. 75. Well, that seems to be the best. How about you take the space baton? And let's see, you already got a sawed-off shotgun. So you're probably best with what you got. There. Now you can stay as a pacifist. Anyway, back to what now? Oh. Here, give him a there, you got a boost in health. We'll just keep that there. I don't have a helmet for you at the moment, so alright, now back to the journal.
Down they go.
Might as well loot the area, right? There's a back door into somebody's house. Check out that door. I don't know why, but I'm curious. Also, I think there's something in here. I'll crouch it. Nobody lives here. Better. All right, let's go back to the quest giver.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before.
Yeah.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer. A weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Whoop, whoop. Level up, y'all. Level up. Alright, let's round that out to 20. Alright, so everything else. Get to 21. Prefer a more well-rounded type of character. Alright. Alright, now for my second perk. Let's go with... Alright, so let's go to the cantina so I can get the secret weapon. So why that idiot decided to put it there is beyond me.
Nice.
I got a little music box. I got a little music box, yeah? A little music box. A little music box. Say it was
Been eating nothing but saltines for a year.
oh wait, there's a quest marker. What wasn't there? Where'd it go? Ah, it's over that way. I forgot there was a quest marker. Ah, there it is.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
The part that said me making her quota.
Wait, I probably shouldn't do that. Might be a bad idea. Alright, let's talk to some of the locals.
Sorry, I got a lot to do.
Staying long?
Stay long? Hey,
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you where am I again?
Edgewater?
Edgewater, jewel of the Flint. May the law bless our beloved cannery with 100 years of, what's it called? Productivity. That's the one. Yep, that's us. Productive. Oh, it's fine. I'm only on my 3rd bottle. I don't start heaving on my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much zero-G brew as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury. You jealous yet?
You were injured?
Yep. Got my mitt stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on zero-G brew. After the 2nd bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional. Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Look, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair. Hey, it's the visitor. Come back for another round? Numb to the bone thanks to zero-G brew. Zero-G brew. It's an ale that's good for what ails you.
Alright, well, have fun with that.
Just gotta keep my head. Sorry, I gotta move along. Sorry, got a lot to do.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Go ahead. I don't see how that's any of your business. You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself. What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming. I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you going to pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing zero-G? Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that I am grateful. What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses don't fill themselves either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out. They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong. Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So,
Fair
what's your
enough.
story? That right? Prove it. I know that serial drama. They were playing it just the other night. What was it called? The Last Spacer? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
But I just told you the truth.
Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Most folk forget where they're standing after a few drinks. Seems to me you've got a head start.
Nobody believes me.
Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these four walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning. Let me make something clear. Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know. People will talk. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that. There you go with that thinking again. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's dangerous? I've said enough. People come here to drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see you, Vic.
They're going to have to learn to fend for themselves now, Amelia.
Town's been humming with power. Somebody must have been down in the old plant. Coming right up.
Sewers live up here. Does that make sense? Wow, this place looks a little rough. Then again, this whole town does. So I guess that's not surprising. Oh, I meant to see if she had
Plague got you feeling woozy? Get yourself boozy with Spacer's Choice. Coming right up.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Anyway, let's go report back to Ludwig. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, well, it's time for me to go. Well, that hurt a little bit, apparently. Alright, where are you at, buddy? Where are you at? Hey.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizer unit. designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the hand of the law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple of thousand bolts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
How do I use this?
There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of zero-G to your memory. Go on.
Man, this guy just keeps sending me on errands.
I used to skip rocks in the river until Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed territory. I think she was jealous. She didn't want to skip rocks with herself.
Well, I just stumbled into something.
Save yourself!
Yeah, I don't want that perk. I'm sorry, that's not a flaw. At least that's not a flaw that I want. I have some health. There we go. Okay. Apparently I had to equip that. Yeah, I'm gonna sell your hide, because you did. Bring it. Let's continue on. We're back at the geothermal plant. Yep. Geothermal. Alright, let's see. Hopefully I don't have to go far. Just go in, get it, get back out, you know? Alright, well that was an in and out job. I liked it. In, out. Done. Guess that was some kind of snake or something. But it's dead now. Apparently I broke my legs. Broke my legs. I broke my legs again.
never seen the Vale lit up like this before. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple of bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Thank you, sir.
That's the last of them. Guy would not die. Down they go.
There's another guy right here. Oh no, I'm checking. Okay. How about me? Alright guys, well, about a minute when I'm gonna get off. But thank you guys for watching. I haven't gained any followers, but that's okay. There's still plenty of time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream. I know I had fun playing the Outer Worlds. I'm loving this game so far. I wish I could stream it a little bit more so I can play it some more, but I do want to keep with my schedule that I set. Tomorrow is going to be the community play with Minecraft, so be sure to join me for that tomorrow. I'm looking forward to having a few more people to play with. I have the world on the realm set to easy. So that way there's a little bit of a challenge until everybody can get used to it, and then we'll bump the difficulty up at least to normal. Just trying to get some stuff established. I know I played a little bit earlier today to try to get some stuff built up. I'm probably for about an hour or so going to be on that. Matter of fact, playing some more Minecraft. And the update just came out. If you watched yesterday's live stream, I haven't found any foxes yet, but the girlfriend told me that she has. So kind of a little excited to see them and give them some stuff. Maybe I can throw a lead on there and get one to follow me back home. That'd be cute. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed playing. I know I didn't talk much because there was a lot more story for this time. So I do apologize if I didn't give much commentary. I was just trying to let you guys enjoy the story and have something to watch. Because like I said, the story so far is great. I love this. It did give me some pretty hard choices to have to go through and try to figure out. I still have another choice to still do before I leave the planet. Even though I do have the thing ready, but I did want to make sure. I'm the type of person where I like kind of want to finish all the quests and stuff before I leave. And hopefully I can be able to come back so I can read some of the stuff that I missed, because there's so much reading and it takes forever, and I don't want to gum up the time that I have to play it for you guys to sit here and read through all that stuff. So that's why I kind of skipped the terminals and whatnot. I just kind of flipped through it real fast. The main thing is I want to get into talking to the people, getting their story, and progressing it, getting the quests done, leveling up, the whole part of the RPG anyway. But yeah, so please guys, join me tomorrow for the community Minecraft playthrough. I'll live stream it for a little while, and then if nobody's kind of watching it, I'll cut it short, but I'll keep playing with the community. So make sure you guys send me a friend request on Xbox Live M107. If you're watching this, I'll be more than happy to play with you. I think I gained one guy yesterday, so it's nice to have some more people to be able to play with. I'm not saying that playing with my girlfriend has been boring, because it hasn't. Don't get me wrong. So sweetheart, if you're watching, don't get mad at me. But it's just nice to have more people to play with, to see their ideas and what they build and whatnot. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just remember that video games should be fun, and be nice to one another. Alright guys, well this is going to do it here for M107 Gaming. If you're watching it on YouTube, be sure to hit that like button. If you're seeing this on my Facebook Facebook page, M107 Gaming, be sure to hit that like and share it for other people to see. If you're watching this on Twitch, make sure you follow me so I can get more followers. That way I can grow this channel some more. And guys, thank you guys for everything. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and goodbye.